Hi everyone, so first video review for this week is for 990066 by Arcane. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that. So if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below, and if you're on Facebook or on my blog, then there's a link within the post. And this is the video review. So 990066 by Arcane is a very sweet story. It's very short. It's like a short story slash novella, and it's about Curta. She packs food orders, which are on the increasing demand since a sickness has hit that's meant that everybody has to stay inside. So she enjoys imagining who these random numbers, who the customer is, and what their life must be like, and that helps her get through her day and gives her something sort of to focus on and work with and daydream about, which is lovely. And then one day she comes face to face with one of her customers, 990066, who is very shy, and Curta has to decide whether she should sort of act on her feelings that she's developed for this character, for this person, or not, because she's sort of been partly developing them once she meets her, and then partly developed them from before, from the food orders that intrigued her. So it's just a simple, sweet, short novella. Kind of alludes to what life was like during the pandemic, and what it was like for those working in retail as well as those staying at home. So it had both views. It was quite good in that respect, because you got both sides of the story. You got the person who had to stay home and do things differently, and then you got the person who was out there working and doing things, but it was different as well. So that was really interesting, and an interesting concept for this novella. We get really good insight into how lonely some work can be. Like Curta's work is quite lonely, really, and what she then does to pass the time. And it's very imaginative and very magical in a way. And I suppose anybody who works in a retail sort of industry, in behind the scenes rather than meeting customers face to face, probably does have to do something to get through their day to make it. And you do wonder when you see orders, or if you've ever done anything like that, where you have a job where you don't meet the person but you can see what they've ordered or what they use or what they do. You do wonder about people and what they're like. So I really like that. It had an almost magical feel to it, and then when she finally did meet the customer that she's been particularly intrigued by, that again was quite magical, because was this customer going to live up to what the expectations that Curta had dreamed up for her, or was she going to be completely different, or was it going to ruin Curta's experience from work and everything? There were so many questions. So I loved that. It was really intriguing, but I enjoyed the contrast between the characters. They had very similar personalities, and they were both sort of shy but extravagant people in a way. Curta more sort of mentally extravagant, therefore sort of like introverted, but wanting to, be more and so imaginative with it and stuff, but sort of kept to herself. And then the woman that she fell for in a much more public way was much more extravagant in that way. So they had a very sweet connection between them because of the similarities, but they had differences between them as well. So it was an enjoyable story, had lots of relatable and hopeful moments, because obviously the setting for it, and it was wonderfully imaginative, and different in, like I said, in that kind of magical kind of way. So I really enjoyed reading it, and it's the kind of story you can pick up and you can just read it while you're having coffee and you get the whole picture. So it's great. I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of 990066 by Arcane, which I hope you will. If you've read 990066, then I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Please comment and let us know what you thought of the story. And if you haven't read it yet but you're planning to read it, it's on your to be read list, or you're now really intrigued and thinking, I really want to read that, again, comment below, because it's always great to hear what you're reading. And if you do read it, I hope you enjoy it. Bye.